for taking your time out to listen to my testimony, and it truly means a lot to me.
On the behalf of Friends of Island Academy, I want to thank the Committee of Juvenile Justice for the opportunity to address you. My name is Kerry Lowe, and I'm here representing Friends of Island Academy. Originally, I was a youth member at Friends, and now I'm a full-time staff member. Friends is a nonprofit organization found on the school floors of Rikers. At the time, the city held about 23,000 people per night on Rikers, which 35,000 were young people between the ages 16 to 18. I was arrested and sent to Rikers a half a year ago. There I was trying to just think of 1,000 ways, just to get out of jail and change my life. And I met an advocate there named Kevin. We were in a housing area where he introduced me and was telling me about Friends. Then he started asking me questions about my life, my family, my future goals, something that no one else really had done. He came back again and again, and gave me his card and told me, keep in touch with him when I got out of prison. A few weeks later, I was released, found Kevin's card, and was just trying to get a job. And he was coming to my court dates and just became someone, I could talk to. My second court date, he introduced me to Max. He's a mediation specialist for Friends. He was there to advocate for me in court, and it felt like perfect timing because on that day of court, I was told that I would have to take 3 years, and I just lost it. I was on the verge of, just arguing with my lawyer until Max stepped in and cooled me down, mitigating the situation. Soon after, I started coming to Friends site in Harlem, and I met Aaron, Gina, Messiah, and the list goes on, the people who just been there supporting me along the way. For me, it made me really feel like I belong. Growing up in Harlem, I didn't really have much of a family. Connecting with Kevin and Max, it opened up just a whole new network of people who were there to support me and what I needed. Since I first met Kevin, I had started a full-time job here at Friends, and I've been able to provide for my family. I have started college this fall, and I'm majoring in sociology. When kids leaving custody have no plans or assistance for discharge, both personal development and public safety, just compromised. Youth require safe and secure housing, school assistance, health, mental health care, fundamental life skills, and a sense of belonging, opportunity to achieve and engage. Over the last 2 years with New York City Funds, we have been able to scale our model through what is called Youth Reentry Network. The network is compromised system. Well, is a system of it's developed just for aftercare. Focused initially on those who 16 and 17 years old, was triggered by youth admissions to Rikers. The network is compromised system intake housing, discharge planning, reentry support, which belongs with youth and young adults 16 to 21 admitted to Rikers. And it's basically how they met me while I was in Rikers. Since the network started Friends, youth advocates, people like Kevin, have engaged in over 2,500 young people ages 16 to 21. And of those, 1,020, 16 and 17-year-olds. So for the most part, it's just people like me, young. Of those we engage in custody, 1,927 young people have been released, in which 821 are 16 to 17-year-olds. I would not be sitting in front of you today testifying at the city council hearing if it wasn't for people who believed in me. I would not be in college if it wasn't for those people, those advocates, those counselors who believed in me. I would not have a full-time job if it wasn't for those people who believed in me. If the system is going to change in ways for, things to just work for kids who are 16 and 17, they have to make sure that every single kid has an advocate, has a counselor, has someone there while they're at Horizons and Crossroads that they can go to and talk to.
We really appreciate your testimony. It's powerful, and we want to thank you. We ran out of time on us. There's another committee standing in the hallway to take into the room. So I want to hear from you.